Very good morning, students. Our session of corporate finance. Now, as far as our last session was concerned, in that we discuss about the formula of EOQ and just solve a simple sum of EOQ. As I already mentioned in our last session that in last session we are going to calculate EOQ's remaining sum when we all have our books. So later on when you are getting your books, at that time we are calculating the sums of EOQ. So that will become more easier for you to understand the practical approach of EOQ. So that was the last point in our inventory management. Now today we are going to start the new chapter number 2, that is cash management of working capital. As we already know that there are 3 types of working capital that organization needs to manage. The first one is inventory management, the second one is cash management, and the third one is about the receivables management. So now in this chapter we are going to discuss the introduction to cash management, then after controlling the level of cash, controlling cash inflow and cash outflow, optimum investment of surplus funds, motives for holding inventory, factors determining cash needs and determining optimum cash balance, then after cash budgets, and the last one is about different marketable securities through which the cash is going to be managed. So that's about syllabus content of our chapter number 2, that is cash management. So now let's discuss the introduction of cash management. As we already know that in working capital the importance of cash is really very high, and with the help of a proper cash management, the organization is not going to face any kinds of scarcity in the organization if the cash is going to be managed in a proper manner. When the sales of the organization is concerned, when the company want to target the maximum market with the shortest period of time, so at that time the sales may be converted into cash sales and credit sales. In any situation, company is not going to have 100% of the cash sales or 100% of the credit sales. But with the help of cash sales, the company is able to manage their cash inflow, and out of this cash inflow, the company will definitely manage their cash outflow. So there must be a proper balance between inflow and outflow. If the inflow, cash inflow is minimum to minimum and the level of outflow is really very high, so at that time the company is going to face the scarcity of cash. And in another situation, if company enjoy the maximum cash inflow in their organization and the level of cash outflow remains very low, so at that time the company enjoy the surplus cash in their organization. And many a time it happens that when the surplus is very high, at that time the misuse of the particular thing will be really very high. So, a balanced form of cash will be an ideal situation for the organization. So, now in this particular unit, in this particular chapter, we are going to discuss the different forms through which the company is going to manage their cash and having an approach of optimum utilization of cash in the organization. As we already know that cash is one of the medium of exchange, and with the help of this cash the company is able to make an adjustment of their purchase and sales in the daily basis. Now if we are talking about the components of cash, then in the components of cash we includes coins, currency, check and any other marketable security of the organization. Now what is marketable security? We can see that the security which is easily converted into cash, that security is known as marketable security, and that marketable security is also known as near cash assets. So with the help of these components, an organization is going to hold a sufficient cash with them, neither more nor less. So the ideal situation of working capital management, that is a balance between cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash management is the process of collecting and managing cash flows. Cash management can be important for both individuals and companies. In business, it is a key component of a company's financial stability. And for individual, cash is also essential for financial stability, while also usually considered as a part of total wealth portfolio. So cash is really very important for the organization and for the individual both. Generally, cash is the primary asset individual and companies used to pay their obligations on regular basis. With the help of proper cash, the company is able to pay their routine expenditures and they are in position to pay their additional liabilities which is outstanding for the number of years. So if the cash is there, then definitely the situation of scarcity will not be there. There are basically 4 factors which play an important role in cash management. The first one is ascertainment of the minimum cash balance and controlling the level of cash. Now, first and foremostly, it is highly required for organization that is to check the minimum cash balance that an organization needs. And when this minimum balance is going to be managed by the organization, then definitely it will very easy to manage the whole inflow and outflow of the cash. So first step, that is to decide the minimum cash balance in the organization. Generally, the minimum cash balance may differ from organization to organization, and with the help of this minimum cash balance, the company is going to manage their routine expenditures without the situation of scarcity. Then after, controlling cash inflows. Yes, it is really very important, that is to control cash inflows. If the company is not able to get a proper inflow in the organization, then definitely they will face the scarcity of cash in the organization, and the routine activity of the organization will disturb a lot. Then after third point, that is controlling cash outflows. If the cash outflow will be at the maximum level, then definitely the overall expenditures, the overall cost of the organization will shoot up, and that will become the dangerous situation for the company when the outflow is not within, or they are not in the control of the organization. So third point, that is to control cash outflow. And fourth one, optimum investment of surplus cash. Now this is really very important point, that is to have a proper investment of the company's surplus cash. If the surplus cash is going to be invested in a proper manner, then definitely company will gain an additional income in this investment, and whatever the return company is getting in this investment of surplus cash, the whole return is going to be utilized in the management of company's working capital. So company can manage their level of cash from their investment of surplus cash. So these 4 points are really very important when the company is focusing for the management of cash in a proper manner. So that is about the introduction part of cash management. I hope that it is clear to everyone. Now the next level, that is controlling the level of cash. Yes, it is really very important, that is to control the cash inflow and cash outflow levels of the organization, because if the cash is not going to be controlled in a proper manner, then definitely the scarcity will be there, the insufficient utilization of the cash will be there, and the company is not getting a prominent result of the working capital in the organization, because the level is not going to be maintained. So here there are few tools, there are few techniques, or there are few levels through which the company is able to control their levels of cash. Now under that, first one, that is cash budget. Yes, with the help of cash budget, the company definitely control their level of cash, because in cash budget the company is going to prepare a rough estimation of their cash expenditures and cash income for a particular period of time, that is for a one financial year. So with the help of this cash budget, the company can maintain, or they can easily estimate the cash inflow and cash outflow for the next year, and the company can easily get the knowledge about the surplus or the scarcity of cash by preparing these type of cash budget and for the management of working capital. Then after, the second tool, that is providing for contingencies. As we already know that we are planning for the future, and future is totally uncertain. The risk attached in future is really very high. So it is really very important, that is to make a proper contingency for the near future, and no one is able to pretend their future in a proper manner. So cash, with the help of the cash budget, it take care of estimated cash inflow and cash outflows. But in the addition of it, a suitable minimum amount of cash must be kept for meeting this kind of contingency. Just like the natural calamities, the man-made calamities, the strikes, the recession, the inflation situation. So if a proper contingent reserve is prepared or maintained by the organization, then they can easily have the utilization of their cash in a proper manner. Third one, that is cost of shortage. Now there are few costs that may arise when the firm is not able to meet its obligation in time. When the company is not able to pay their outstandings, their liability with a proper period of time. So at that time, the cost arises in terms of loss of firm's reputations or additional cost of borrowing at the higher rate of interest. So ultimately, these all will reduce the working condition of the cash internally and in externally both. And the fourth one is the other source of fund. Yes, when the other sources are easily available in the market, then definitely company will not face the situation of scarcity. And when the other sources are available with a proper time period, then definitely the level of cash may be managed with a proper time period and with the proper amount. So that's about the controlling the levels of cash. And definitely it is really very important, that is to manage the cash in a proper manner so that the company will not face any cash crisis in the organization. So that's all for today's session. In that we discuss about the introduction and controlling the level of cash. I hope it is clear to everyone. So that's all for today's session. Thank you, students. Thank you so much.